Aries, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for late October 2022. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business, as always, and start you off with an oracle card just so we could test the energy out. See what's going on for the lovely Aries collective. Let's get a good shuffle here, my guides. I hope you're all doing fantastic. So let's see what's up. And yeah, we're just going to look at this first card real quick, then we'll get into the full tarot reading itself. And at the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean in on, which I always find interesting. But without delay, let's keep it going here. What do we got for Aries, my guides? Talk to me. Nice. Okay, so this is a very good omen to start us off. We have this Empress figure right here in the front. Beautiful, lovely, luscious, abundant, really nice type of energy. Now, before we start peeling back the layers on that, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the October subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. Also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it right on its third eye, you know I'd greatly appreciate it. But let's get into the reading here. Enough of the promo. So whenever I see this card, yes, it's an oracle deck. It's not like the usual tarot, but this just screams Empress vibes to me. You see that lovely lady, she has that tree of life tattooed on her back, surrounded by the nature, the animals, the creatures. So when I see this, this is a very positive omen of abundance, which is nice because the last couple of weeks we've had some choppiness around the Aries readings. So this could be saying that there's good things coming your way. This is a big energy of blessings. Now, all cards have the duality, so this could also represent things slowing down, things solidifying, or even stubbornness in its like roughest sense. But to me, this is just a card of blessings. Now, some of you might need some sort of connection with nature. You might need to get out into nature, cleanse yourself, ground down onto the earth, but that's a good way to start the reading. So let's get into tarot. As I always say with that first card, it doesn't make or break the reading. It's just a little footnote for us. But we're going to get you 3 in the upright, then we'll get the intuitive, juicy stuff. So let's shuffle it up one time here, my gods. What do we got for the Aries here? So, like I was referring to a little earlier, the last couple of weeks we've had a little bit of diciness. Last week's reading was titled A Shocking Situation. The week before that was an unexpected issue. And for those of you that are new here, I'm an Aries myself, and those readings actually were prophetic for me. But we're not going to get into all that. Hopefully things are okay with you. Nothing crazy has been going on. We're going to hope for an energetic shift. We're going to keep it optimistic. But as you know, energy is never set in stone. It's always moving. So only take this how it hits for you, my friends. Let's get these 3 cards out. Because this could be you, it could be people you're connected to. So we have the Hermit in position number 1. Interesting. That might be reminiscent of one of the costumes I'm going to be using either this or next week. Let's keep it moving though. Let's get 2 more. The Hermit is a double-edged sword type of energy. Okay, the shocking energy is still persisting. So we're going to hope that this is positive. We have a tower. Again, this is like the 2nd consecutive week that we have a tower. And there's been this like mystery and hidden energy. We'll talk about it more. Very powerful major arcana. Let's get one more. This could even be a tower that's already happened. Okay, good. So we have the 3 of Cups on the back end, so that kind of takes the edge off of this tower. Now, yes, that could still be a bit of a warning, but we're going to go through each. I'll give you the classical meanings and archetypes, then we'll get that juicy intuitive stuff. So, position number 1, we have the Hermit. Now, this could easily just represent a Virgo in your life. Most major arcanas do have that astrological link. The positives of this card, it could represent a quest for knowledge in general. So you might be acquiring or studying something. This is a very wise spiritual type of card as well. So you might be in that mode, super tapped in spiritually. I do like this card, and it's somebody that is very wise overall. But the Hermit can also represent reclusiveness, somebody pulled back in hermit mode, literally. So some of you might be in hermit mode for whatever reason, one reason or another. It could talk about breakdowns of communication, you not speaking to someone not speaking to you. And in its roughest sense, the Hermit can represent the dark night of the soul, okay, which is, I'll give you a cliff notes on that. The dark night of the soul is usually a time in our evolution where it's challenge after challenge and spirit is pressurizing us to help us evolve. But we'll see what it's about when we clarify. Moving to the center, we have the Tower, which could be a very important card in this spread. Now, like I said, last week's reading had a tower. We've had this unexpected and shocking, surprising energy that's still persisting here with the tower. I always say, don't be nervous about a tower. Yes, it could be a foundation shaking. It could be something shocking, surprising, all that stuff. But not all towers are bad, okay? This could speak of a reset, a redo. It can be endings, sure, or it could be a good surprise of some kind. And I will say this, because we have the Three of Cups on the back end, I'm not thinking this tower is necessarily going to be bad for anybody, or everybody, pardon me. But just know, you should expect the unexpected. That shocking energy is still lingering. It could be a message of importance there. Now, moving to the back end, we have the Three of Cups. This is an extremely positive card, in my opinion. It's a card of happiness, joyousness, merriment, celebration. So especially with the Empress in the very beginning, the Tower, yeah, I mean, something could pick up a lot of steam, especially from Hermit to Tower to Three of Cups. It could be celebration for any reason. Now, the negatives of this card could be overindulgence, okay? This could represent group situations or people outside of yourself. So watch out for any sort of overindulgence or pleasure of the flesh with a card like this. But we're going to dive deeper on all of it, Aries. This seems very interesting. I think it's a coin flip for a lot of people this week. But let's do it. Let's jump in and clarify. All right, we're going to get another good shuffle here for the Aries Collective. What do we got, my gods? Talk to me. What's going on for my friend? And yes, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. We're going to go in on this Hermit. And then, yes, if you read tarot yourself, I always like to invite you to play along. That's why the box is here. If you're feeling any messages off this spread that you want to give to Aries, you could drop it in the comments. I don't mind. All right, Hermit time. Why is it here for Aries? I do want to get over to the Tower and Three of Cups because there might be warnings in here, but let's see what's up. Where's the Hermit here? Thank you. All right. Yeah, we have the Seven of Wands in reverse. This is absolutely somebody trying to avoid drama or conflict. Not necessarily saying it's you, but if you're having issues with somebody in this time, they could be like really, really trying to not be on your bad side here. Okay, or you might just be laying low. That's the vibe I'm getting. Because the Seven of Wands, it can be a card of conflict. It could be someone like feeling like their back's against the wall. And with this Hermit vibe here, it's also a pacifist type of energy I'm picking up here. So maybe some of you are just trying to avoid conflict, avoid drama at all costs. No games, no nonsense, no BS. Now, I still want to see what's up with that. But this is absolutely the vibe of somebody laying low for some reason. Okay? I don't want to use the word quarantining, but this is the vibe of somebody like, you know what? I'm going to step back for a minute and recollect myself. Okay, that's the vibe I'm catching here. So if that's not you, that could be someone you're linked to trying to avoid issues, avoid problems, avoid getting on yours or somebody else's bad side. There is this avoidance here. So we're going to go in on the Tower. We're not going to overcomplicate the message. Of course, it could be other things with the Seven of Wands in reverse. But let's see what's going on. Why is this Tower here? We're going to keep it moving nice and quick. What do we got here for Aries? Kim. Okay, so we have the Six of Pentacles showing up in reverse. Interesting that the clarifiers are showing up in reverse. Yeah, shutting something down. Shutting something down, absolutely. Okay, so some of you, maybe that's a mode you're in right now, but that's the vibe, like saying, all right, yeah, this is done. I'm over this. I'm over, like, it is somebody shutting something down, like with a hard stamp. That's the vibe I'm catching, because the Six of Pentacles is usually a card of giving. Right? Giving, receiving, it's charitable, it's equal. So the fact that it's under the Tower, I'm getting somebody like putting their fist down, putting their foot down, saying, all right, I'm shutting this down. I'm shutting it down. It's over. I'm stopping this. But for another portion of you, you might feel like your equilibrium's off for whatever reason, or your balance is off. Like, especially if you've recently been through a Tower, things might feel a little shaky. I was picking that up in last week's reading as well. So the Tower, the Six of Pentacles in reverse, either shutting something down completely, or if this energy of shock is still persisting a lot, this could be the energy of somebody reeling a little bit, or like somebody trying to catch their bearings. All right, that's kind of the vibe I'm picking up here. So this can be a warning. I want to see what's up with the Three of Cups, but we'll see what's going on. as I always say, energy is always subject to change, not set in stone. So I don't like to worry about cards, you know? So let's see what's up with that Six of Cups. Then we'll do a quick recap here. I mean, Three of Cups, pardon me. Then we'll do the recap before we get into the shadow card. So why is this Three of Cups here? Could be a happy ending, hopefully. So what's going on with that? Okay, yeah. There could be some, like, good news popping in at the end of something as well, or something could go surprisingly well, and I feel like that's really nice, especially after I was seeing like this shut down, clamp down, reclusive type of energy. We have the Page of Wands in the upright under the Three of Cups. Now for some of you, this could represent somebody younger than you. For another portion of you, this could represent another fire sign with the Page of Wands. But the fact that it's in the upright under the Three of Cups, this is a big signal of a win, victory, triumph, overcoming something. I don't want to say a payoff of some sort, but pages are messengers, all right? They're students, but they're mainly messengers. So this could be a good talk, a good message, good news coming in. So I really like this energy. It's super optimistic. So for another portion of you, once you shut something down, something else could really like pop in. Like for some of you, you might be making room in your life for like the next cycle, the next step. Okay, that's a vibe I'm picking up here with the Three of Cups and Page of Wands. It feels okay to me. So regardless of what we got going on here, a lot of you could be receiving some exciting, really good news, a win, victory, or triumph straight up, especially with the back end. The Tower doesn't have to be a bad thing. So let's go in and do a quick recap here before we get into the shadow card. If you kindly look in the box, position number one, we have the Hermit with the Seven of Wands in reverse. Like I was saying, this is a very pacifist type of energy. Somebody like in the cut, laying back, laying low, not wanting any type of troubles or conflicts. A lot of you might just be in Hermit mode. I don't feel like it's the energy of someone giving up, but it's like, I don't want the struggle. I don't want the fight. Moving to the center, we have the Tower with the Six of Pentacles in reverse. This is a couple of things to me. Like I already said, the energy of shock is still here. So some of you, if you've had a recent Tower moment, you might still be reeling a little bit, or someone that is connected to that Tower could be reeling. But a vibe here is like somebody shutting something down, stopping something dead in its tracks. Like, all right, this is over, this is ending, boom, I'm putting my foot down, I'm putting my fist down forcefully. So this can be an ending of some sort. But moving to the back end, we got the Three of Cups with the Page of Wands. This feels very positive to me. Like I was saying, the messenger, a lot of you could be receiving some really good news. This could be something swinging your way, a new cycle popping in, a win, victory, triumph of some sort, and it's really big. It's a nice, powerful, strong energy. Please take a screenshot. We're going to get you one shadow card here. Interesting. So yeah, we're still using the Shadowland Tarot. This is always an intriguing way to end off every reading, in my opinion. So what's going on here? What's in the shadows for Aries? My guides. And the imagery of this deck, it's striking to me. So we always read the inverse. There's nothing wrong with a little soul searching, right? There we go, nice and quick. All right, yeah, the Tower is showing up once again. So this does seem to be a theme of the energy in the last few weeks, Aries. Now, the Tower, aside from what I was saying about the shock and the upheaval, the things like that, this could be a signal, since it's in the shadows, that it is a Tower, or there has been a Tower that's already happened that is still affecting you and ending, or some sort of shocking thing. A lot of you could be really purposely trying to avoid a Tower for whatever reason. But the fact that it's in the shadows, there is something that still needs to be processed. Now, I do know that Aries, they react very well and on their feet when anything surprising or shocking happens. Very quick thinking sign. But the Tower is a volatile one. So when I see this in the shadows, once again, expect the unexpected. However, if you've had a recent Tower, heal from it nice and slow. There's no rush here, okay? But there is this little warning with the Tower in the shadows as well. It's like Spirit keeps throwing them our way. So Aries, please do with that what you will. Don't click away just yet. I'm going to give you the details of the October subscriber surprise. For the October subscriber surprise, I'm giving away 2 copies of the wonderful Nightmare Before Christmas Tarot. So if you'd like to get your name in for that, it's 2 simple things as always, my friends. First, you must be subscribed, which I'm sure you already are. And second, let me know down in the comments which tarot card you'd like to see me dressed up as for Halloween this year. You'll be entered to win, and at the end of the month, the winners will be announced in my community tab. As always, my friends, much love to you, and I'll see you next time.